Hey, what's going on, everybody? Donnie X Cage here, and this isn't my usual format. As you all know, I hate doing React content. I absolutely hate it. But this that I came across, I felt was really important and something that I would definitely support. I'm sure some of you have also heard about things like YouTube Kids not really being safe for kids. You've heard things about Roblox having very nasty sexual things that don't belong around kids, and many other things with pedophiles just kind of getting away with stuff. And yeah, so I wanted to make this video because I just saw this video by Ruben Sim. Definitely give him a sub and a like. But he made a Discord bot that basically tracks all these people. We're gonna hit all the different little spots here, and then I'll talk about some of the stuff. So let me just let this thing roll, and then yeah.
Well, it finally happened. I flew too close to the sun and Discord deleted Road Cleaner, YouTuber. I make videos about Roblox, mostly about safety issues. One of the biggest ones is sexual content. Roblox is a kid's game, obviously. And unfortunately, there is a sub-community that's formed dedicated to uploading and sharing games on this kid-friendly platform. Now, Roblox has systems in place to detect when you upload an inappropriate game, but these communities are finding ways around these systems. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know. These people are basically pedophiles. There are a lot of pedophiles and child predators out there who have this fixation on exposing children to porn. And one of the ways that they get around these systems is they organize on Discord. Anytime a game gets taken down, they instantly re-upload it, and they ping thousands of people in their Discord server, which basically creates a non-stop stream of porn for kids.
So this isn't anything new. I think anybody who's seen anything that's similar to this, whether it's any kind of scam or any kind of activity or whatever, especially with stuff like Telegram and whatever other applications they might use, they can coordinate massively to move basically from one place to another and then keep what they're doing alive. This isn't anything new, right? They say Roblox has a system in place, and I don't really know how well or how hard they actually are cracking down on this. I would hope they're cracking down much more fiercely on this. But as this video goes on, you'll start to for me personally, it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, well, this company says they have systems in place. Who knows how hard they're cracking down on it? But then you have another company that has the opportunity to take an easy W to stop something very nasty and wicked and vile, and then they choose not to. But let me just let the rest of this roll, and then yeah. Obviously, I'm trying to pause here and there because I don't really do React content, but I understand that you should probably pause and skip most of the video so that people can actually go and watch this guy's video, which, by the way, please go watch this video for yourself. And definitely support this man because what he's doing is fantastic. But we'll get to that.
I did was I got a few friends together and joined a bunch of these servers and logged as many user IDs as we could. And we created a database of over 640,000 accounts. And then we made a bot that you could add to your own Discord server that would scan your members list for these people and ban anyone that was found in this database. That's basically it. That's how the bot works. Discord, is not happy about it. I am a little surprised, especially when you look at the reasons that they gave. First, they accused me of discrimination. They said that my bot was targeting people.
Yes, he's discriminating and targeting people. Pedophiles, criminals, people who are breaking what I would hope is in your terms of service and your community guidelines. Things that you probably should say you don't find acceptable at your company.
Based off of protected characteristics. Okay.
I would hope pedophilia is not a protected characteristic. I think anyone everywhere can agree with that, except maybe people in countries where it's normal to marry 11, 8, 9, and 7-year-olds. But obviously, we're not including them.
Let's break this down. The only characteristic that we profile people based off of is being in servers dedicated to showing porn to kids. That's not a protected characteristic, Discord. I'm pretty sure that's a crime. Keep
Agreed 100%. Like 100% agree. What do you, it's such an easy W, right? To see something like this. I can only imagine like some kind of corporate stupidity is taking place. I was in the military, right? And I'm going to sound like Pirate Software talking about Blizzard because you're going to hear me say it so many times. But in the military, I experienced having to do stupid things that made no sense purely because there were certain steps put in place that you had to do. But I can't imagine what processes are in place at Discord or any company similar where you have a tool that's doing really good work stopping something foul and wicked, something that's abusing your system to basically commit crimes. And then you have to stop that tool from existing instead of, taking it to like the top people and be like, yo, we need to push to advocate for this tool. We need to help them out. This makes a lot of sense. I can't even imagine what legal nonsense or loopholes, they're going to try to use. I can't even imagine what kind of, like, how they're going to weasel their way out of this. There's the reason I'm making this video, right? Because I have said multiple times over multiple years, multiple streams, I hate doing this kind of content because I'd much rather people just go watch this. But if it helps spread what this man's doing for other people to make similar applications and then just flood Discord with these bots that Discord can't stop it, because that's my thing here, right? He's got this bot that he made that's stopping this and they want him to take it down. What the PDF files do is they make a new server, right, on Roblox. I think you should do the same thing to Discord. They want to stop this bot from existing. So you know what you do? You send out the bot to as many people as possible and you just keep making it. Or you just keep making the bot yourself and you pass it out to like a trusted team that you know is not going to weaponize it for something bad. And you spread the bot that way. And then there's too many of these bots for Discord to narrow down who it belongs to or whatever. And they just have to suck it up. And, all these nasty little servers or whatever, all these people just get banned. I mean, how great is that? Someone tries to join your server. They try to make themselves seem all innocent or whatever. And then bam, just like that, kick the fuck out for being a pedo. Bye. See you later. And then everybody knows, like, oh, turns out this guy was a pedo because he was on one of these nasty little condo servers. You know what I mean? What kind of sick shit is this that you motherfuckers are going into kid games to show them porn and shit and grooming and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And then the fact that you want to, like, Discord is going after the people who made the bot instead of, supporting this bot and helping go after these people. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous to me.
Keep in mind, these servers are not small. They're not even hard to find. You can find them through Discord's discovery feature.
Look at this. Look at this. It's ridiculous, dude. It's so ridiculous. 9,747 people online out of 148,865 members. 148,865 members. Do you realize how ridiculous that is? Look at that. The next server over, 5,947 online, 110,965 members. The next server, 100,000. The next server, 692,000. I mean, granted, maybe, right? Some of these people could argue like, well, it's probably repeat members just bouncing over to the same servers. Maybe. But it still has the glaring issue of you have 148,865,000 people who you need to address that are doing and participating in something that's vile and against the law. You know what I mean? In most civilized countries. So what are you going to do about it? And this is at the top of their Discover. Like, there's no excuse for this other than Discord just being another Twitch, right? Twitch likes to protect Hamas Piker. So maybe Roblox and Roblox pedos is who they want to protect over at Discord.
Even though their terms specifically say you can't have any adult content and servers that are discoverable using this feature, it's very clear that they have selectively enforced their terms of service. Not just enforced, they've bent their terms of service as far as they possibly could to encompass our bot. The servers that you're in are public information. Anyone can join these servers and look at the members list. All we're doing is making this information more accessible. The other reason that they included was harassment. It's possible that a couple people may have been made fun of because someone used the bot to find out that they were in condo servers. Is that really my fault? Is that Row Cleaner's fault? If anything, this bot is stopping people from joining these servers in the first place.
You can't call this harassment, right? And I know it's 2025. People are sensitive, pussies who are also sexual deviants, and they want to like get away with anything and everything because it's just their kink, man. It's just what they like. Get the fuck out of my face. To me, this would be like early 2000s, you join a Call of Duty 2 server forum, right? And you're in that forum, everybody's having a good time. You guys talking about Call of Duty 2, what maps you like, all that stuff. So then this guy like joins the clan or whatever, and it turns out he's like super anti-Semite, really racist, really vile. So he gets banned. And then that server makes it known publicly, hey, this member was banned for this reason. This was his IP address or whatever. And for the good of the Call of Duty 2 community at large, that man is kind of like kept out of this, whatever. And then that's what happens. Every clan he goes to, they have to deal with that. Or the clan says, okay, whatever Call of Duty clan he joins goes, okay, well then they drop the mask and say like, well, we're cool with him being a racist piece of shit, so we'll take him into the clan or whatever, or whatever excuse they want to give to let this man go in. Even if it's like I can't even try to think of like an example. If you join, I would hope anyway, if you join like a Skyrim mod forum and they post maybe some not safe for work content here or there, but then you decide to post underage illegal stuff, they're going to ban you. And then they're probably going to let other forums know or make it public, like this guy was banned for this reason. And that's how that goes. So you being on a list, a bot that literally auto bans you from joining servers because you're marked as having been part of these nasty little communities that are participating in something very criminal. That's on you. That's not on the person who made the bot. That's not harassment. That's you got caught and now you're fucked. That's how that works. You commit a crime, you get caught, you pay the consequences. And that's a very small consequence. Just being blocked on Discord servers, very small consequence.
Because they're afraid that they're going to get banned from normal Roblox servers.
Okay, so I missed that little tidbit when I was actually doing the reaction live. But did you hear what he just said? He said they left the server because they were worried about being banned from normal Roblox servers, which I think I kind of alluded to earlier in this video when I was talking about it. But that's a huge issue, right? Because them being banned and on this ban list stops them from going into normal Roblox servers, which is good because they're going to go into these other Roblox servers, and whether they want to admit to it or not, these nasty motherfuckers, they're going to run into little kids or whatever, and they'd be like, oh, you should come over to this condo server and do this or whatever. Like, that's how grooming works, right? That's how sexual offenders work. They do these things, they lure you, oh, come check this out or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, anyway, I'll let him continue on, but I wanted to really highlight that section about them purposely leaving and avoiding the bot because they didn't want to get banned from regular Roblox servers, which they absolutely should be banned from regular Roblox servers.
Finally, and maybe most importantly, Discord said that we were not honoring requests to delete people's data. And by data, they mean the user IDs that make up the database that Row Cleaner bans people with. This does not make a whole lot of sense because Row Cleaner's database is basically a ban list. If you have a Roblox game and you have a ban list of people that cause safety issues in your game, can someone just send you a message demanding that you remove their ID from your ban list? What would even be the point of having a ban list if anyone could just demand to be taken off of it? It doesn't make any sense. And it's really stupid that Discord expects me to do that. It's frustrating.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of, if that's true. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Hey, you got caught hacking in this server. You're banned. Okay, I send an email. Hey, I need you to remove my ID from this, per whatever data rule. Okay, they remove me from the ban list. Then I can just join again and start hacking. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Frustrating because the whole reason that Row Cleaner exists in the first place, the whole reason that people need a bot like this and why the bot was so successful, we were in 23,000 servers. That's 23,000 people that said, this problem is so bad, I need to install a bot in my server and give it the ability to kick and ban people because it's that bad. It's gotten to this point. And Discord has let it get to this point. There are condo servers that have been up for years that have hundreds of thousands of members. Any of these servers could have been taken down before Row Cleaner. If Discord's moderation team did their job and moderated these servers, Row Cleaner wouldn't even need to exist in the first place. It would
hundreds of thousands. That's the perfect way for him to put it. Hundreds of thousands. Because even though I granted it earlier, me personally, I don't feel safe assuming each of these members is a repeat member in different servers. For all we know, it really is hundreds of thousands of separate individuals who are all in separate servers that all participate in this same vile content, you know what I mean? And predatory practice. Because that's really what it is. You're putting this shit into children's games and showing it to children who stumble across it. And then that can lead to grooming and all sorts of other foul, vile things. So just let that set in. Hundreds of thousands of members in each of these servers. And Discord's not addressing that, but they are going after the bot that auto bans these people and doesn't let them join your community. This tool is a great tool. Like this, you can disagree with my examples and say like, oh, well, your example that you gave was really shitty. Fine. That's cool. This is a rant. I'm not going to do heavy editing. I don't really care. I just want to get the word out there. But at the end of the day, I think we can all agree, right? If you are, let's say you're a bigger YouTuber or whatever, content streamer, whatever, and you do have a much younger audience for whatever reason, and you're like, all right, you're pretty aware, you try not to, you try to censor yourself, keep things above board, all that stuff. You have a Discord server, blah, blah, blah. You want to make sure everything's professional. That's a perfect bot tool because you don't want people coming into your server who are predatory and are going to prey on your younger members and try to take advantage and try to lure them into these servers and PM them and all that stuff and, whatever other nasty shit they can think of to do. This is the perfect tool for that. You have these people that join these servers and they're like, gone, get the hell out. But yeah, I don't know. Like, Discord's going to have to come out with something that really, really, really makes a whole lot of sense, which I doubt they can pull off. I hope this blows up. I want this to blow up. That's the only reason I'm making this video. Things like this need to be made public. They need to be made public as much as possible so that everyone's aware, like, hey, this company's doing this. Everybody is, there's tons of drama out there, right? Pirate Software being, a furry and not really into coding or whatever the hell else, whatever other shit drama that's out there. Hassan Piker supporting Hamas. That's huge. This is also very huge. We need to be protecting our younger community for sure, and really holding these companies to a standard. If they're allowing deviant shit like this, we need to step up and put them in their place, or get these companies torn down and go somewhere else or whatever. Like this is something that I think all of us can agree we can't stand for. This is vile that they let this run rampant like this. And when they go after someone who makes a bot that's helping and is trying to stop this problem, it really shows what kind of company they are. It really does.
It would be easier for Discord to take down these servers than to come after me. I've had a lot of people suggest that it's because of money, that Discord is doing this for money reasons. I kind of find that hard to believe. And the reason is because, yes, these servers get boosted. Yes, they are making money, but it's like, I don't know, a few $1,000s a month, maybe, like in total for all of these. Is that really worth the brand risk of...
For anyone who doesn't understand what he's talking about here, let's just bring it up. So Discord itself is worth 15 billion, according to Sakura. I don't know what Sakura is, and that's 2021. I don't know what the latest number is, but that was in 2021. It was 15 billion, right? It's now one of the most popular voice apps or whatever. I don't know what it would be considered, community apps. Right? Everyone uses it. It's used for gaming, hosting your community, all that stuff, right? Whatever amount of money this pedo communities are bringing in is minuscule in the grand scheme, especially long term. Because long term, if they can keep this grip that they have on this market, because they don't really have other competition. Like I think TeamSpeak and some of these other ones still exist, but I don't know that they're functioning at the same level of popularity or functionality. Either way, even if you do have competitors, right? That's like saying like, oh, well, yeah, McDonald's has competition with like Burger King and Wendy's, but like, it's not the same. Sure. At the same time, McDonald's as a brand isn't going to let a few stores or franchises that exist put the whole brand at risk. They'll shut those down, right? That's how that works. So that's what he's saying here. It's like, yeah, these servers are bringing in thousands or whatever, but that's not enough revenue to justify them being illicit in this and basically, saying, hey, we're all right with that. My theory on my hand is I wouldn't be surprised if these people are participating in this, period. Because that usually seems to be the case with a lot of this shit. Anytime someone's not quick to stop something like this, which is obviously, just the most vile shit, an easy W for your company to show like, hey, we actually do care. I'm thinking they're complicit. 100%. I'm like, oh, well, then they got motherfuckers that are involved in this shit. Their moderation team doesn't want to moderate it and they want to go after this server because some of these motherfuckers probably have alt accounts or whatever that are on that list. And it bothers them. It irks them that they have to keep moving their servers or what, you know what I mean? And hey, if that's a foil hat theory, it's a foil hat theory. I don't give a shit. I'm going to put it out there. Either way, they justifying this, it shows who you are. That's my opinion. It absolutely shows who you are and what you're willing to be complicit in. If you think this bot is the problem and not those servers are the problem.
Having porn for kids on your platform? I don't think so. I'm praying to God that this is all just a big misunderstanding. Obviously, this bot upset a lot of people. There are a lot of people in these communities who are not happy that they were being banned from their favorite Roblox servers. I got a lot of threats. I got people threatening to kill me, to rape me. People were threatening to send me pizzas. People were placing orders for pizzas to addresses that were not even mine. And some poor bastard has probably received a lot of pizzas on my behalf. My point is that a lot of people were probably mass reporting this bot, and if there's just a 0.1% chance of a report going through, if you have thousands of people reporting it, it's probably going to get taken down.
there's a small chance, right? And this is me being as gracious as I can be. There's a small chance that yes, somebody maybe unknowingly, very naively or whatever, could have joined one of these servers or somehow, some way, was like, oh, what is this? Hops in there, doesn't know any better, and then now they're flagged. And that sucks. But it's also one of those things where it's like, sucks to suck. This is it's a very small consequence. Make another account. Oh, is your IP flagged? Well, then it's, again, sucks to suck. You should be happy that the consequence of going into that was as small and as much of a slap of the wrist as that is to just be banned on Discord servers than anything else, right? Because the fear back in the day and the fear for people, at least from across the time that I've been alive and I've been around computers and the internet, was always that the FBI was going to kick your fucking door down and snatch you away, right? Oh, did you pirate a game? Boom, they're going to kick the door down. Oh, did you download the wrong video? Gone, right? Oh, are you on this forum? They're going to kick the shit down. So you getting banned on Discord, very, very small consequence. And if you're crying about it, trying to sending death threats and all this stuff, that just makes me think you were absolutely aware of what was going on there. You're definitely the kind of unhinged person that would participate in something like that. And I don't really give a shit that you got banned from Discord. Fuck you. Who cares? And yeah, that's that on that, really. There's really no excuse for it. You got off light just getting banned from Discord. There's no two ways about it. That's a very light thing to happen. Oh, you got banned from Discord? Oh no. Don't join porn servers on fucking kid games because they shouldn't be there.
And I think that that's ultimately what happened. The icing on the cake here is that not only has Discord deleted the bot, they have demanded that I delete data associated with the bot. And they specifically said they want me to delete API data. Now, the good thing is Row Cleaner's database is not API data. It's what's considered client data. I'm not going to bother explaining the technical side of that, but all you need to know is that the user IDs on our ban list are not under any sort of obligation to be deleted. So right now I'm talking to a lawyer. I'm going to try to get the message across to Discord that that is the case and that I will not be deleting data that I'm not legally required to. We'll see where things go from here. It's not very fun when a giant tech corporation is breathing down your neck, ready to file a law.
Bro, a cyber mob. This is the kind of unhinged shit that we have seen in the past 10 years just become more and more and more frequent. I want to do this really shitty thing. People are calling me out for doing this shitty thing. So I'm going to come up with a name or a term to make it seem like I'm being personally attacked. Oh no, everyone's coming after me. Ooh. So now he's the leader of a cyber mob. Ooh. I would argue that it's more of a cyber mob to be part of the group of people who thought they had his home information and were sending, tons of pizzas to his house. They were sending him messages about what they were going to do to him, the things that how they wanted to hurt him. I would argue that that's a cyber mob. And I would say that the bot that bans you from being on pedophile sites or servers, part of those communities, in a fucking child game as well. You know what I mean? One is obviously the benevolent one and the other is obviously vile. And you're the vile cyber mob. It's definitely not this guy. You're the vile cyber mob. You're going to have to hold and own to that. I don't know what else to tell you.
Suit against you, and I'm very familiar with this feeling, as some of you may be aware. I mean, it is what it is. I figured that this was going to happen. The problem is it worked too well. You have to understand, the condo community is not just a community of predators. It is a criminal enterprise. People are making money off of these games. And when you fuck with someone's money, they will spend a lot of time, effort, and resources to fuck with you. And that's what's happened with Rogue Cleaner. So I just hope that Discord makes the right decision and instead of siding with pedophiles and child predators, sides with Rogue Cleaner. I'm not expecting a miracle. I don't think that they're going to unban the bot or my account. The least they can do is not sue me. I think that that would be a really bad idea. It would not look good. It would look a lot worse than the Cub situation, for those of you that remember that. I'm here to help, and I'm happy to help. So
yeah, I don't know what the Cub situation is. I literally just came across this man today. So, I can't speak too much on him, whatever, but he's got 1.32 million subscribers. This video has almost 90,000 views in just 2 hours, and hopefully that keeps growing. My hope is, look, I know I only have 240 subs. Who knows how many people it's going to reach? But I feel like it's one of those things where as many people as possible coming out, making videos, talking about this helps. Because if they're not going to do the right thing on their own, I think as a community and being people who obviously don't want to be complicit in that kind of sick, nasty shit, we should all step up and make it known, like, hey, do the right thing or we're not going to fuck with you no more. You know what I mean? I'll gladly drop Discord in a heartbeat if they're going to protect pedophiles and criminals on their servers and not enforce the rules. People have come to me in the past and been like, why don't you stream on Twitch? Why don't you stream on Twitch? Twitch supports terrorists. Twitch supports anti-Semites. Twitch supports all kinds of nasty shit. Twitch basically props up, these borderline OnlyFans chicks or whatever, and they lead people to their OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're doing over there. So no, I'm not going to be on Twitch. And it's the same thing for this. If Discord's going to fuck around, Discord's going to find out. And me personally, I'm going to go out of my way to spread this person's message about this bot and make it known. So whatever Discord decides to do, you know what I mean? It's one of those things, like, they need to decide to do the morally right thing, or hopefully everyone just fucking leaves, They take a huge loss and everyone just kind of abandons them for being complicit in this thing. I know it's probably more optimistic and hopeful for me to think that it'll just, everyone will just drop it at once. But I'm hoping with things changing the way they've been changing, in the past year, people being more brazen about, some of this deviant shit, being acceptable and cracking down on it. Hopefully that'll, get them in line. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just hoping for the best. Like I said, this isn't my normal type of content. I literally came across this video while editing another video. I'm working on my video for Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. And I just came across this video and it sparked a rage inside of me, because I think it's one of those things where it's becoming commonplace. It feels like to hear, such and such company or whatever is being complicit in the actions of such and such thing that's really vile and wicked, especially with the pedophilia thing. Like, it seems like time after time after time after time, company or person just gets the fuck away with doing this, and the wrong people get punished for doing the right thing. And in this case, this man's being punished for doing the right thing because, these mobs of fucking vile people are going to be losing money for being called out for being the nasty little fucking dickwads that they are. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours down in the comments. Please, please, please go check out this video, leave a comment, leave a like, hit the sub button if you like this guy's content and what he's doing. And yeah, I guess we'll see how this plays out. I don't know if I'm going to do any more of these kinds of videos. Like I said, this isn't really my niche, but this was something that was important to me. I have nieces and nephews. I have a nephew who plays Roblox, and just the thought of him coming across some nasty shit like this it breaks my heart just thinking about it now. Like, I can't even imagine, I can't imagine any kind of grown individual purposely showing this kind of shit to my niece or nephews and like grooming them, like that's it. it's fucking enraging. It's fucking enraging. So please spread the word. If you don't make these kinds of videos, I understand, but give it a shot, especially for this, because Discord has a huge problem and they absolutely need to address it. And let's hope they do the right thing. Thanks for coming by, everybody. Peace and love, no matter where you are in this beautiful blue marble of ours. Good day, good evening, and good night. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.